Hello everyone, today is another beautiful day. It is sunny out there. I am very glad to be in your space once more. As you all know, it is Learning with Agogo, and today we will be looking at the spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet is an analytic tool that a project manager can use to help fast track the activities of his or her project. And what we'll be looking at today is activity member sheet. So this activity member sheet that we will be creating will help us to see the activities, the in terms of the availability, the presence of our team members. So I've already gotten a finished sheet here, but for the sake of this lecture, as you can see, I've got other sheets I did prepare. So for the sake of this lecture today, the end sheet will look like this. This is the end sheet. So I just want to quickly go through that process so that we can appreciate the use of Excel sheet for our project. So this same sheet can be used for schools if you've got your students and you want to track their presence in the class, and if you want to also track their absence and other things that comes with it. So depending on what you want to make use of it for, you can come up with your own idea. So let's assume that you are starting up a new sheet. You go to the click the file button and click on the spreadsheet to start up a new sheet. But in this case, we'll be using this sheet, so we are not starting up a new sheet. So I will just click on add a new sheet. So this is our new sheet. So in the cell, we'll put in the necessary data that we want in here. So on the second row, we'll be having the titles. So I'll say serial number, okay, and in here we'll have the name. So just to make it fast, I'll just go in to the sheet that I prepared previously and copy. Okay, let's just use this one so that we can appreciate the creation of that blue section. Copy, go to sheets, and highlight the sections, and you place Ctrl V. Okay, so we got that. So we quickly highlight this section and we'll click on this merge drop down and we merge all. Then we go straight to the margin and we centralize. So in here as well, we want to centralize it. Okay, so say in here we put our color, say, and we change the text color, inner text color to white. Let's make this a little bit darker. Okay, and here, and so we want to make it this color, and the inner will make it white as well. That is not looking great. Okay, So we've got that. So for our serial number we put 11, and on the second section equal to the first cell we put a addition and we say yes. So we drag down to 11. Okay, so because of time, let's quickly copy that fictitious details that we have on here. Copy it and we go back and we paste it here. Okay, so we delete these ones, same, double click, so that will align. Okay, so let's quickly copy that. Those are the rows. So if you are doing this for human resources or students, this information will vary according to what you want to put in there, please. Okay, double click. So now we've got our so let's rename this sheet number 8, maybe live lecture, and let's rename this sheet as live lecture code. So that's where we'll put in our codes for this section. So we want on this section for us to have present, absent, and if the employee is on holiday, we want to be able to track that as well. So we go to the live session code and we put on this cell availability, and on here we put present, absent, holiday. Okay, so we go back here, and in here we create our condition. So we go to data and click on data validation, and on the data validation we can add our rules. So on this case we want to use the drop down from range. So we click on the drop down from range, we go to the section that we've got those and we highlight them. Okay, so now it's asking us for the colors. We can change this color. So present we want to use light green, and absent we want to use sharp red, and on holiday we want to say happy sky. Okay, so if we click on the live sheet, lecture sheet, we can see that has been created automatically. So with that you can click on any of those. Okay, so now all we need to do on that sheet is to drag it down. Simply do that and drag it sideways. Okay, okay, bear with me, it's a little bit slow. I don't know why it's freezing. So we drag that to the side to Friday. So we've got that done. Okay, so with that you can click on those sections when they come into work or they are absent from work. Also, you can share the link with the staff by clicking on this section, and you will have a draw down. You put it on edit mode. So when you put it on edit mode, the employees can click on the link and easily say, oh, I'm present today, I'm absent, I'm on holiday. So with that, we can track the system. So that is that. So let's say it's present, okay? That is for that 1 week. So you do all that for all the different staffs, okay? So let's say the engineer, comment, present, and this. So now that we have the record of all the employees and their activities, we will quickly go to the live code to input the code in there. So what we are looking for is winning, and inactive, and here away means the employees away. Okay, and nothing. So if we don't have any information on that section, which is on here, we should have nothing there. So let's quickly dive on that. Let's create that code. So you come in here and you say equal to if open brackets count if open brackets, and we go back to this sheet and highlight this sheet. Okay, so when we highlight it, we say okay. So we have that there, and what we do next is put a comma and a space and say present. Okay, and is greater than or equal to 3, and we'll say winning, and we'll say nothing. So let's run that. So you can see we've got the correct code there. So since we have that working, all we need to do to test the other sections of the code is to copy this first bit Ctrl C, and we paste. So we make changes on here and say absence. And we come here and say inactive, and we come here and we post again. On here we say holiday, and here say away, means the stuff is away, and here is nothing. Okay, so let's run that again and see if it works. That does work. So all we need to do is to drag this down. So it will give you the output here. So to transfer it to the sheet, we click on the live lecture sheet and we say equal to. We come back to the first cell and click on that first cell and click, say enter on your mouse, on your keyboard, sorry, and you drag. So that will give you the record, the needed record. So with this information that we've got here, we can draw a quick pie chart. So let's insert, go to chart, the network is very slow, so we've not, so let's highlight this section. Okay, I want to draw a quick one using this information here. Let's highlight that section, click on, and we go to chart. So that has been formed. So that's the remark. So we can say here and say staff activity, active staff, plus say winning staff. Okay, note we can make changes. So we want to show the winning as green and the inactive as red and the gone away as blue, and let's take that away from the main graph. Okay, so that is not in there. So let's expand this graph by dragging this section and bringing it down. Okay, or we can put it at the side. So we want this one here. change the formats. Okay. And bring it down. So with that, we've been able to create our pie chart. So anybody that comes, looks at that graph, knows how we are doing. Okay, so that is that section. Thank you for your time, and this is what I want to illustrate on this one today. Thank you.